I'm your host Ring bin Muhammad Rafi, and here is my YouTube channel Zamir Universal. I have been away and I have given the explanation why I have been away, and I hope to God that very soon there will be an alternative platform for the social media apart from YouTube and the TikTok. Reason is that you have now seen the series of assassinations, and where the Facebook owner, who again is the very youngish Jew, and how he helped by the technology and how he used the technology for the dirty act, and which is now going to lead the World War III, and millions of people are going to die, starting from the Middle East. I think then the whole East, West, North or South is going to be involved. The illegitimate child in the lap of the United States of America, which the Harry Truman, looked for that, although he had an alternative to create and get these, the scum of the society settled in somewhere in remote parts of the Africa, where they would have so far been suffering from drought, suffering from starvation, suffering from dehydration, and then they would have realized that to getting a shelter. But unfortunately he chose Palestine, and that was an easy prey for him, and it's the fault of the Muslims. It is the fault of the Roman, not the Roman who expelled them, but the fault of the Ottoman Empire people who indulged themselves in corruption, and they let themselves being destroyed, and then how, like monkeys, they go after a banana and they bread and they divide amongst themselves into pieces. The whole of the world was divided, especially the Middle East, the Islamic world, and split into small countries. All those provinces were turned into, neither Egypt was a country, nor Libya was a country, nor Saudi Arabia was a country. All these things were part of the Ottoman Empire. Now there has to be punishment for those atrocities and those corrupt practices of the Ottoman last empires, who fell into the trap of the British and Americans and the Christians and Jews together. Back again they are doing the same thing. They are realizing on the technology and blindly using into the social media. And they know that the times and times again the YouTube, again controlled by the Jews, blocks you, strikes you, and really controls you that what kind of a content you can put on the YouTube. Although they put naked women, put the LGBT and all the pornography you can find on the YouTube. Even in the animals you find all these sorts of things. But it is funny that what kind of culture, what kind of things they are promoting, and they have their community rights. They use it when they want it, and that's where the WhatsApp was used to assassinate Ismail Hania. Now what is the cost going to be there? Then no matter what Harris says, no matter what Trump says, no matter what Biden says, they are all the same. After the assassination of John F. Kennedy, I think you've seen that the America changed completely and fell into the hands of the scum of the society, so-called the Jews, and the agency which controls these as puppets is the epic. And similarly they have controlling powers all over the world. So the Mossad uses beautiful women, sex, child molestation, and your naked videos to the WhatsApp owner or the Facebook owner, because that's, and it's the Jewish chap who actually brought up with this application, and then he sold it to that, and how is misused it with an artificial intelligence, and how with the drone he killed him. So it's a matter of great insult for Iran as well. And I think if now Iran wants to have any respect in the eyes of the whole world and his allies, Russia and China, and the other countries like Hezbullah and Hamas, Syria and Egypt and Turkey, if they have any shame now, they have to now get back and take their revenge back, or they will be doomed forever. Now that shows you why Israel does not have the right to exist and must either change and become part of and obey the international law and the International Court of Justice, and voluntarily submit themselves for arrest by the International Criminal Court of Justice and die there in that prison. The whole War Council, and especially the terrorists, they are the two ministers, both who are the extremist ministers, one who walks with the dirty shoes and stands in front of the holy mosque, the holiest site in Islam, and says that let's go and pray in there, and wants to again provoke that something which was decided 2000 years ago, that they have their own wall only where they can wail and they pray, and the Muslims will pray inside the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Unless these come of the society and these extremists are exterminated, just like you exterminate the rats, you are not going to be spared from this plague. Now the plague is there just at the corner, and both these little clips I will give you in support of that, and I will be hoping again that the YouTube will come up with some dirty thing, and they will come up with some sort of and they will stop that you don't tell the truth to the whole world, so that the lies could be spread by YouTube. I'm glad that Elon Musk is coming up. His platform, which Twitter and X now presently, is an honest and gives equal opportunity and time to the whole people, the whole world. So that is the way with the social media should be. Both TikTok and YouTube are, I think, both have to be despicable, disgusting, disgraceful, the community rules which they apply where they want to, and they just let it go where they don't want to. Now, whether the Facebook chap should be arrested and punished, that I leave it to the Iranians and all those people who have seen that it's a series of assassinations. Even Trump was attempted to be assassinated. John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Even Ronald Reagan. I think you have a series of people. Then the brother of John F. Kennedy was, he was assassinated. So you can see for yourself how it changes. By assassinating, the Yasser Arafat, the Palestinian Liberation Organization was severely affected and almost finished. This will be a wishful thinking on the part of the Zionists or their supporters that by doing this they will finish Hamas. They won't. That is an indigenous, and that is now built in, and they will go for thousands and thousands of years. People who are orphaned and have lost their parents, and they are going to take their revenge back from this, and the whole world is responsible who kept quiet and did not have the ceasefire.
यूनिवर्सल टेलीविजन को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, उसके बाद बेल बटन पे क्लिक करें और अपने कमेंट्स के सेक्शन में अपने कीमती जो ख्यालात का इजहार ज़रूर